See that? See that? Simple little turns, right? You've seen it generate 14 volts, right? I wanted to do this video because I wanted to show everybody, you know, the most simplest ways of making some energy, electricity that anybody can do. And why should we really be all in on this? Is you got to ask yourself, why not? Why would you not be, right? This is the most important thing. It's the most used thing that you use pretty much every day, right when you wake up. And especially, you know, at nighttime. Or especially when you need energy, power, electricity, you need it, you'll have it at your fingertips. And in an emergency, when there's a storm, there's a blackout, there's thunder, there's darkness, there's no more power, the grid is down, well, that's okay. You know, you're not, you know, you're going to have emergency electricity, energy, power at your disposal. Whether it will be in the winter time, whether it will be in the summertime, in the excruciating, you know, heat, in the windy season, winter time, the fall, and in the summertime. So summertime, like what I said before in my other videos, summertime is great because you can always utilize solar. Okay, solar. You got, as long as the sun is shining, pretty much from let's say, you know, 6:30 in the morning, 6:40 in the morning, you're generating electricity until I'd say about 9 p.m., 9:30. All depends on until when the sun starts going down and it gets actually days get shorter, and then it starts going back to 8 o'clock. So you're generating electricity all that time with solar. Now in the winter time, well, you know, you're not generating very much sun with solar, but you are some, right? What's another great way of doing this? Well, you can be harnessing the wind, right? Or the water, which is hydro. Most people don't have a river coming down their way, or in their backyard, or there's a stream, or whatever it may be. Okay, great. Well, you can take advantage, you can use both of these at the same time. You can harness the solar, the sun, and if it's windy, you can be harnessing the wind power. So the most easiest, efficient ways to do this is by solar and by wind. Well, and what I mean by is by windmills. Now I've been looking at windmills, and I've been building windmills for, you know, about like 6 months, 4 months, just studying them, doing some research. Which ones are, what is the fastest way to build windmills, the most cheapest, and you're going to get a lot of energy, a lot of electricity for just a simple method that anybody can build one. I'm talking about a grade 7 students, even grade 6 students will be able to build a generator, right? Or anybody can, anywhere around the world. Right? So this is it right here. It's a new design. The wind blows and this spins. Alright? Very simple design, very easy design. Alright? And also I have an extension right here. It's a total of 20 feet. So put that in. I actually took it apart because you wouldn't be able to see it. Right? I took it apart because you wouldn't be able to see it. It would be too high. But anyways, you put that like that. Right? And you tape it up, stick it in the ground. Or you could actually hang it right up in the air. Anyways, and this goes up in the air like that. And that goes on top of that. And you're at 20 feet. Alright, on top of a patio, top of a roof, and you can just zip tie it, whatever it may be, and that's going to be that. Alright, so this is the wind blows, and it spins. As It's very simple, very portable. This will generate. This will power up a couple of lights, smartphone, tablet, stuff like that. You step it up, you might get a little bit more. But this is smaller, right? You get 2 or 3 of these on your patios and your loft or your balcony, your condominiums or your woodsheds or your barns or your cabins. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on. Let me show you what's going on over here when I turn it by hand. Already, I just knocked it over. Look at that. I'm just spinning it lightly. Right, that's rate 12. You already seen 12. Right, 12. Just 14. That's 14 volts by me doing that. All right, let's zoom back out again. Zoom. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to demonstrate something. You guys could always zoom into the multimeter over here if you guys want to, no problem. I turned some more lights on. I turned those lights on so that way you're able to see a lot better. But I want you to concentrate on this light bulb over here. Down here at the bottom over here. Down here at the bottom. Right? Down here at the bottom. And there is no battery in here whatsoever, because you're going to watch me demonstrate and look at that carefully, right? Watch, just by simple little turns you're going to see it. You're going to see the light bulb come on. Watch. See that? See that? Simple little turns, right? You've seen it generate 14 volts, right? 14 volts. Now, I have a step-up transformer that you can actually put 12 volts into this, and you can get 220 AC. You can also get step-up transformers, DC to DC, from 12 volts to step it up to 80 volts. Or you can get step-down transformers that go from 32 to 12, vice versa, so on and so on. Many applications, many ways that you can do this, and I got a microwave oven transformer also too, so we can go big time over here. The question is that all we need to do is to create enough voltage to go to the batteries. Now we have to have some kind of controller. You can use a solar panel controller, right? 21 volts. 21 volts. It steps it down to a proper voltage where the batteries will be charged at and without overcharging them. You can use a solar controller, and it could be a 30 amp one, 8 amp one, 10 amp one, no problem. But the question is you guys are asking, why am I getting so much voltage? Just bear with me. So you guys are asking, why am I getting so much voltage? Right? Why am I getting so much voltage? Rectifier. I got the bridge rectifier inside the hub motor, like everybody else does. 14 volts. You see that right there, right? That's just by me spinning that around, just like that by my hand. Just spinning it around. That was 12. That's 13. But you've seen it 14. I got 17 at one time too. Okay? 17. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in the picture over here. And I'm going to zoom back in and out, however I was doing that. I'll tell you one thing for sure. Right? I can tell you one thing for sure. So let me just get this for a second, and let me just take this, get this. I'm going to do this. That way, no one sees anything of what I'm doing. And now I could, now I can go over here, and I can talk to you guys. All right. So I see a lot of videos out there. So I see a lot of videos on YouTube. And people out there, they're using the hoverboard motors. And what they're doing is it's all backwards. It's all wrong. Right? Everything's wrong. Okay, so here's the hoverboard motor. Right? Hoverboard motor. And what they're doing is mind the right spot, yeah, okay. What they're doing is they're connecting the blades, right, to the hoverboard body. Drilling some holes, and here they're pulling the stator out, right? You got to take all these screws out over here, right? Pulling that out, you know, looking at it, going, wow, that's neat, right? Engineers, all that stuff. You see all the videos on YouTube, right? All over the place, right? They got, you know, fancy dancy workshops and all the tools and power tools that you can imagine, right? You can imagine, right? Millions of views, 3 million, 4 million views. And everybody is doing exactly what they're doing. I'll tell you one thing for sure, right? It's wrong, right? You're only getting 1 for 1, and what I mean 1 for 1 is you're getting 1 spin for 1 spin for when the blade goes around. That's all you're getting. So you're only going to generate only about 5 volts, and that means fast. That means really fast. Right, because when the wind blows and the blades go around, it's going to go around. Yeah, it's going to go around. You saw me, I just spun it. Right, spun it. It's all like, you know, 13, 14 volts. Right, I got 17 when I went around like this with my hands. And you saw the light come on, and I could step it up with the step-up transformer over here, whether it's a microwave transformer or whether it's a smaller transformer, a 40-watt. Step-up transformer, or 300-watt step-up transformer, whatever. I mean, you can do all those kinds of things. But there's a secret, as you can see, obviously. And I tried actually motors. I tried, you know, this DC permanent magnet motor, as you guys saw. Right? You guys saw my other videos. You know, and I took it off. Right? Took that one on. I got that covered. Don't really want to show you guys right now. Because why? Why would I show you? Right? Why would I show you? Right? You can see it right over here. And you see pretty much half of what I got going over here. But you actually tell me on YouTube, let me see actually someone that's generating just by me spinning it like that, right? We've got already 14 volts. Okay? And that's not even stepping it up. Not at all. Not at all. I can probably get about 40 volts. Easy, right? At about 15 amps. Probably maybe even 30 amps, right? And there's even another way that I even figured out also too. So, I will reveal my secret over there. Obviously, right? Obviously, I'm not going to really tell you guys everything. I want you guys to figure it all out. Use you guys' imagination, like what I've been doing. Use your imagination, because I'll be revealing this secret, right? After, I'm saying I've been seeing videos out there that got 4 million views, and it's all wrong, right? Windmills are all wrong. They're all wrong, right? They're not using the equation of leverage, right? I heard that terminology from Gerard Morin. Leverage, must have leverage, right? It's like, you know, it's like kind of like trying to move a rock, right? It's like trying to move a big boulder. Well, how are you going to move it, right? Are you going to move it really close in, or are you going to use some leverage? Well, you know, the video that I talked about earlier in my first video about the breaker bar system, right? If you watch that video, or if you're just skipping along and just, you know, browsing around, seeing who's got the best video. Well, yeah, that's pretty much what you want, right? You want leverage, right? You know, the breaker bar, right? You're in there really close. How are you going to take a nut out, right? By really close inside. Well, you come out a little bit more and you just go, right? And you're able to crack that nut. Very simple, right? With a breaker bar. That's why they invented it, right? Breaker bar. Anyway, so I got a concept, same kind of concept, right? And I'll reveal how I modified the hoverboard motor. And I will show you exactly what I did in modifying the hoverboard motor to get more leverage. Not to mention using the leverage of the bicycle wheel or any kind of wheel. But remember, the videos that I've been seeing out there on YouTube, that you see these videos with 3.4, 4.5 million views, that they attach the blades onto the hoverboard body like that, right? You know the videos we're talking about, right? We know the videos that we're talking about, that all the big famous ones, right? Right? They're on there like that. It's all wrong, right? You're not going to get nothing out of that. Not unless you got 35 km/h winds or 40 km/h winds. Yeah, sure. But if you got 15 km/h winds and 13 km/h winds, that's not going to work for you, right? It won't work for you, not at all, right? Hydro, yeah, if you got the river and if you got a waterfall coming down, very strong current, it'll work. Yeah, no problem. But if you got a light current, light stream, light whatever, how can you use that light wind with leverage to make it work for you? Where you're going to generate at least 500 to 800 watts, right? 800 watts, possibly 1,000. I imagine myself right now that I'm going to be able to, with the 14 volts that you've seen right here, just by me spinning it like that, right? I'm not even doing 30 km/h winds or 40 km/h winds. I'm just doing it by hand, right? I don't know what wind that is, that when I'm pushing the force. I don't really know that. 30 km/h winds, I would imagine that I would be able to take, well, I'm getting 14 just by spinning it like this. I got 17 the other day by just going a little harder. I'm thinking that I'd probably be able to generate probably about anywhere, if in good wind conditions, like such as probably 25 km/h winds. I'm thinking that I would probably be getting pretty close to 30 volts, right? Now, if I step that up, right? If I step that up, then step it down again, and I put it, and I use a regulator on there, right? 32 volts, 48 volts coming in, and then regulate it down to 12 volts, shove that into actually a battery that goes to a 1500 watt inverter. I got 1500 watts, or even higher, or even lower, whatever you want to use it for, right? Just trying to tell you, trying to give you guys some ideas of what you can be doing that for. And maybe you can get 3,000. I don't know. I don't have 35 km/h winds right now. I'm not in, I don't live in Nevada or Arizona or wherever it is where the winds are really powerful. I'm here in Vancouver. So far, summer's been great. Hardly no wind. But we're going to find out in the wintertime. Right? Because I know in the wintertime, right, usually, the windows are shaking, right? And, trees are blowing and all that stuff. The rain's coming down, snow's coming down. It's going to be pretty windy, right? It's going to be pretty windy. So this is going to work. Not to mention the small one that I got over there, right? Not to mention the small one. I got another design also too. I believe I shared with you guys about 3 or 4 different types of windmills. But I want to remind everybody once again is that the videos that you see out there that you guys are pretty all really gung-ho about, right? That got 3 million views, 4 million views, 800,000 views. They're all wrong. They're all wrong. So I'm going to reveal my modification over here, right? My modification that I've done at a certain point. At a certain point, I'm going to tell you that it's going to be in the over the 500,000 view, and then I'll review. Then I'll reveal what I've done, right? What I've done, just to be just to say, hey, you know what I mean, right? Just to say, because I don't see those guys in the YouTube videos getting what I'm getting. They're not even close, and I'm just going like this. You see the videos in the YouTube videos of those windmills, and they're blowing like crazy, and they're lighting a little LED light bulb. A tiny little thing. Tiny little LED light bulb. I mean, the ones that you, right here. These little, these little LEDs, that's what they're lighting. That's what I see, right? 3 billion views. It's incredible, right? 3 billion views later. These are the LEDs that they're lighting. Okay. Really? This is going to make things happen for you. Right? Is that what's going to make things happen for you? Little LEDs like this, they'll light them up and everybody goes crazy for that video. Right? Well, it's not happening. You seen this LED come on? It's got about, I don't know, about 12 of way better LEDs inside here than this does, right? There's no battery in here. See, look, it's an on and off switch. Nothing's happening. What I did was I connected the alligator clips to here and to here, positive, negative. I hooked it up to there. Matter of fact, I'll just do it live again, right? We'll see this. Watch this. Matter of fact, I'll do it again. I'll just hold it in my hand. Okay? And like that. Right. I'll hold it in my hand still. And just by me. Oh! I gotta. Hang on a second. I'm gonna have to take that off. I gotta take that off. Well, maybe I don't have to. Let's just see. Maybe I don't have to take that off. Maybe I can just move it just slightly, and it'll light on. Let's just see. Okay, well, I haven't done anything. There we go, see? Yeah. It's right, and I don't want that thing to fall off there that I'm covering over here. Right? But you saw it, come on. There you go, see? There it is. Just by me doing that. Right? No trick, no hocus pocus. Right? There's no Houdini over here. Right? No Houdini. So remember those videos that you see. All those videos that I've watched. Right? I tried everything that they've done. The results that I got were really shitty. Terrible. Very terrible, right? Connecting to blades, to the body of the hoverboard motor, or to any motor. It's all wrong, man. All wrong. Right? These are the best kind of motors you want to get, besides the hyperdrive ones. Hyperdrive motors. Great. Airplane motors, yeah. You bet. Kind of actually figured out a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Anyways, I thought I'd share this with you guys. And you'll never be out of power. You'll never be out of electricity. You can run solar in the summertime. And in the wintertime, the fall, the rainy season, the windy season, have your windmills running. 2, 3, 4, 10, right? You'll always have power. Always have electricity. You can have 300 watt ones, 500 watt ones, 1,000 watt windmills. You have 1,000 watt solar panels, 2,000 watts, 500 watts solar panels, right? You're running both together. And remember the diesel heaters. If you know about diesel heaters, which I do know about diesel heaters, right? You don't need that in the summertime because it's summer. It's summer, it's hot, right? But in the wintertime, diesel heaters run with a 12-volt battery. It's the ones that run on buses, right? Diesel heaters, they run on a bus, or on the 18-wheelers. They got diesel heaters in there. Warm the whole cab up, warm the whole bus up. Every time you get on a bus, those are diesel heaters, right? They warm the whole place up. It's like burning piping hot. Anyways, I got 2 of them. But they need a battery to run the diesel heater. Now, if the windmill in the wintertime is spinning, because the wind is blowing like crazy, and it's freezing cold out there, hey, that diesel heater loves the windmill because it's charging the battery, right? So all you need to do is get some diesel, right? So, you can go to the restaurants in the back of the alleys, and they have the barrels out there, and you can ask them, hey, do you mind if I actually get some of your oil? They may say no, they may say yes, right? Bring that home, strain it, clean it, right? and then you use 50-50, half diesel and half of the oil that you're recycling now, right? Instead of you paying for diesel $2.30 a liter, well, now you're paying $1.15 because you're introducing 50% of diesel and 50% of the recycled oil. And you can warm your place with that. Your home, your cabin, your lodge, whatever it may be. Right? Emergency situations. If there's a blackout. If there's a blackout and it's winter time, or it's, you know, windy, rainy, it's nighttime, blackout, it's windy, the windmills are spinning. Everybody else has their lights off. They're in a blackout. Your windmill is still spinning, right? Still spinning, going around, and your batteries are being charged. Your batteries are charged, nicely charged, fully topped up, and you're running all your lights, running your laptops, computers, your iPhones, smartphones are all charged. Everything's charged. Radio, whatever, TV, right? You know what I mean? TV too. I run my TV also too now. I got 70% of my home, of my place, I run on solar panels. And this year, I'm getting ready, right? Getting ready for the windmills. That's why I'm designing, I'm building, you know, like 3-5 of them, right? As you see, this one's already, as you saw, this one was already producing 14 volts right there, right? And that was just me, that was me just going by hand, going like this, right? Going like this. Ring, ring, ring. Someone wants my attention. I might have to cut it short, but yeah. Hopefully I didn't actually forget anything. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. Yeah, so please subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends that I will reveal the modification of what I did to the hoverboard over there. I did many videos, and I was gonna just put it out there, right? Oh yeah, right, and I was just gonna put it out there. But you know what? I haven't seen anybody do what I'm doing, right? Because I don't want to have to put it out there. I don't want to have to put it out there and someone else take my idea, and then they got 4 million hits, 4 million views. Yeah, I guess it is all about the views, right? Hey, I guess it is all about the views. Right? They're getting, you know, 4 million, 3 million views. And they're not even generating what I'm doing. So be it. I don't want them to be, I do not want them, those YouTubers, people out there, looking at what I'm doing on their channel and claiming it as theirs. And claiming it as theirs. And, you know, so I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that whatsoever. So this is my video that I thought I'd put out for you guys. I know it's a bit of a video. It's a bit of a longer video of me chit-chatting away, but I thought I'd show you. Right? I thought I'd show you just exactly what I'm doing over here and what I can generate. I mean, obviously this LED right here, this LED light over here, I can probably about, I don't know, 20 of these, maybe 30, maybe even more. I don't know, probably even more, right? Probably way more, right? Way more, way more. You saw that by me just going simply by just turning it like that. Simply, just back and forth. I'm not even doing it. I'm not even doing anything really, right? But it's turning on. That's the power of this, right? And you saw me when I turned it around. If you want to rewind the video, when I spun it, it was bright. So this is going to be my video. This is my video that I'm not chatting with you guys about. That's all I need to do. And I'm not even using a step up transformer or nothing. Step up, step down, whatever. I'm not even doing that, right? So all those other videos out there that you saw, like what I talked about, right? That they put the blades on here. Put the blades on here. Totally wrong. Totally off the ball. Those engineers, those YouTube videos. I don't know, man. I don't really know, right? I don't see them actually showing you. What I see in the videos is I see the propeller, the windmill blowing. The windmill blowing. I don't see them actually lighting up anything, charging anything. And from what I can see is I can see fast motion going on in the background, like it's been speed up. The video's been sped up. Most of the videos are all sped up. Like it looks like, oh my God, look, it's spinning around 100 miles an hour. Yeah, okay, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Doubt it. I don't see actually the voltage that they're getting out of that, because you can't get really good voltage by 1-for-1. You just can't. Right? Remember when I talked about the leverage? The leverage is, there's no leverage. It's just, you're equal. You're equal. So hopefully I didn't bore you guys too long, and I will reveal everything. Well, you can see what you can see now. You can see what I'm doing over here, right? This is a 23, 24 inch wheel, right? 23, 24 inch wheel. If you got a 30 inch one, even better. A 50 inch one would be even way more better. Just read between the lines, giving you some big hints. And I'll reveal how I modified, right, and fabricated the hoverboard motor so it could be more efficient. And what I mean by more efficient, I mean like by 23 times more efficient. Okay? 23 times more efficient, and I believe that I can get it to even to 100 times more efficient. And with the hyperdrive motors also too, I believe I can get that to be 100 times more efficient than what it is when rotating it one time. Rotating it one time. 100 times more efficient. The knowledge has been out there for quite some time. It's just, it's been hidden. No one knows about it anymore. But I figured it out. Figured it out. Pretty simple, it's pretty easy. But hey, you know. So this is my video, and this is what I'm going to do. And I'll be waiting for all you guys to be checking out my video and see what you can do and see if you get the same results as I do with your hoverboard motors. Your hoverboard motors. And if you get the same results that I'm getting. Because if you're not, I know you're not. Right? I know 100% that you're not getting the same results I am. Because I know that. Because I've tried it the way you got. I've tried it with. I tried it by putting the blades on here and doing that. It just doesn't. It's just not efficient. It's not efficient. Not at all. All right, so that's it. I'll see you guys later. Now I'm posting this up, and we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the views go. Right? Remember what I said, right? It's going to be over 500,000. I'm going to say 800,000, and I'll review it, and I'll reveal my modifications. My modifications that I have done to the hoverboard motors that I will share with all of you. Because remember, I don't want anybody out there stealing or making it their own, saying, "Oh look, hey, look at me, I did this." No. Show me that you're getting 14. Show me that you're getting 14 volts by just using your hands. 17 volts just by using your hands. Don't actually attach a motor to it and run it with a motor. No, don't. We don't want to run it with a motor. I want to see it with your hands. Okay? So move it with your hands. That's what I want to see. I want to see the multimeter there also too. You don't have to really hook up too many things, but this is what I want to see, right? And I want to see the modification that you've done, because I already actually made videos already. I was going to put them out there already, but I'm not going to before. Someone else is just going to steal it. Well, they're going to take it, going to claim it for their own. And I know I said this about 4 times already, but I don't want anybody claiming it for their own and getting 5 million hits and 5 million views and saying, oh look, this was, you know, they did it. They didn't do it, right? They didn't do it. Do you see any videos out there? Any videos out there using the hoverboard motors, using the bicycle wheel? I don't see not one. Not one. Not one. Not one. Not one. Peace.